Hello and welcome to another episode of the DMG Tech Show. I'm your host Jonathan Parkinson. In this episode I'm just doing a quick review of the Pebble Smartwatch. As you can see, it comes in a nice little box. The Pebble Smartwatch itself, this is going to be the basic version. This is not going to be the Kickstarter version. It does have a side button, as you can see right there. Right in the bottom, that's actually going to be the charging port, which is magnetic, and it does come with a charging cable. You do have to supply the actual plug itself to plug into the wall, which is just your standard USB plug. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of showing you that the magnetic works. So you can it just easily, simply clicks on, and you don't have to worry about it. So it's really simple for charging, which the battery does last for 5 to 7 days on a full charge. On the other side, there's going to be 3 buttons. There's going to be an up, down, as well as a select button in the middle. Those can be configurable. That other side you're going to see, that's going to be the back button. And as I held it on for a split second, it did turn on. It only takes a few seconds to turn on, if even a second at all. Once you have it turned on, to activate it, you're going to need to download the Pebble app. You can get that Pebble app from the App Store. Just go ahead and type in Pebble. Once you have it installed, you're going to see that you can type on the top left corner. You will then click the Connect. You need to make sure that your Bluetooth is turned on. If you do not have it turned on, when you do try to connect it, it will ask you to turn it on itself. But since I do have my Bluetooth on, you won't see that little thing. Then you're going to go ahead and touch on your Pebble smartwatch. You're going to click the check mark, let it connect, and then you'll get the green, as you can see right there. And you can press the top left corner again, and you go back to My Pebble, and that's where all your applications are going to be stored. Now you can put up to 8 applications on a single Pebble watch, depending on what you want to do. Now if you touch that top left corner again, go down to Settings, you're going to have a variety of different options to manipulate it, such as what your notifications are going to be, your Bluetooth settings, as well as all that, just the basic fundamental of that. I do want to apologize for the screen, it just have a blur, but you could just go through it yourself, and there's just a variety of different little options in there, such as setting up your email, getting notifications from which inbox, as well as what calendars to work with. Once you've set up your basic kind of functions of that, you can go back up to that top left corner yet again, and you're going to have 2 options to select soon. That's going to be your watch faces and your apps. If you touch and get My Apps, you're going to see there's different categories to select into, as well as if you scroll down a little bit, there's going to be such choices as New Apps, Editor's Choice, Pebble's Developer's Choices, and Top New Trending Choices as well. Going back to the top, now as you see, we're going into the watch faces. This is where you're going to download the variety of different watch faces for the front of your Pebble watch. Now there's thousands of them to choose from. They're very customizable and everybody can create their own. They're actually pretty easy to do if you have a few seconds. To install one, you just simply tap on one. On the top right hand corner there's going to be an add button. Let me tap that one more time, as it's just a quick easy tap. There you go. So it just takes a split second, and then it installs directly onto the Pebble watch. As you see, there you go. I just installed that Superman easy logo right there. If you don't have any room, it's just going to simply store it into your locker. So if you've tied up all your apps inside there, so if you have 8 spaces taken up, you're going to see in the bottom, that's where all these saved ones will go to. To delete it, you just tap one. You see that little bottom part where it says the trash can. You can go ahead and delete that. It's pretty easy to do. Keep things nice and clean. To install it, just tap on another one, and there's a load app, which then you will see a loading screen go from the bottom to the top, as you see there. Once it gets to the top, that means it's completely loaded, and there you go. Now sometimes it'll load and it'll bring you into the settings. If you don't need the settings, you can just tap the app once it is loaded, and there'll be a settings button available. Within that settings button, now this is not for every app, but some of them will have that. You can customize it, such as set your your weather, your Celsius, where everything, or Fahrenheit, where it's all going to go to. Now if you install another app, some apps do need to be included with a companion app. So as I'm installing an app here, you will see that once I touch it, there's asking me, now push the back button, the companion app right there. So once I touch that, it's going to bring me into the Play Store. You can just download it really quick, and that's going to be the third-party application that's going to be on your phone that you'll be able to use to customize your your app that you've installed on your actual Pebble Watch. Now the Pebble Watch is very easy to use. It's very light. As you can see, I have extremely small wrists. Well, I guess not extremely small wrists, but pretty small wrists. Don't have the thickest wrist. And it fits on very, very nice, very smooth. It's not too protruding. It's not very thick. Another good thing about it is the band that comes stock with it is actually extremely comfortable, waterproof, so you don't have to worry about any of that. The entire watch itself is waterproof. You can go swimming, as well as you can go into the shower with it, which makes it nice if you're trying to control your music or maybe reject a call, send a quick SMS message, whatever you're trying to do. And that's pretty much for the Pebble Smartwatch. If you do have any questions, always leave a comment in the section below. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. And I do recommend this watch.